Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we're going to be doing part 2 of creating our alternate reality solar system that we're going to evolve from birth to death. So if you remember last episode, we had just got to customizing the rocky planets and started moving to the gas giants. But one thing I didn't notice, and I've only just noticed this now because I'm filming this right after, the rocky planets' rotation. I didn't change their rotations. I want Mercury and Venus to be rotating a lot faster than what they normally are. So Mercury, immediately, I'm going to put this down a lot more. So there we go. So Mercury's now turning. Venus as well. I don't want you doing that. I want you to have a nice regular kind of rotation. I'm going to go 1.2 days of Venus. There you go. And it's also rotating the wrong way still. We'll keep that mystique about Venus. We'll keep it. How's Theia doing? 2 days and 2 there. Planet 5's rotating pretty quickly. We're not having that. Let's go ahead and speed it up a bit. The planet X as well. The giant rocky planet in the orbit of Uranus currently. Let's make that a little more. So yeah, all the rocky planets are spinning quite nicely now. So there we go. Looking good. Yes, yes. Very nice. Jupiter and Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Planet 9 / 5th giant. They're all doing the same. But yeah, one thing I want to do with Uranus, as we finished up with on the last episode, is I want to change its bands a bit. There we go. There are its bands. Okay. I'm going to sort of... or do I? Yeah, so it's still got those bands in the bottom. I like that sort of mix it's got. I'm going to have a quick sort of revamp of Uranus. Make it a little more ice giant. Look, it's still too green for my liking. I'm going to try and keep those sort of colours and see what I can come up with. Alright everyone, what do you think of that for Uranus? So since it never got knocked on its side, I'm going to keep it as a more active looking world. There's a little more cloud formation, there's a little more band, a little more visibility. It's not so bland as we know it in our real reality. So yeah, this Uranus is a lot more active and almost like Neptune, where it's got faster paced winds, it's more noticeable from space, there's more features. I'm going with that. And for it as well, rotational bit, what's it, 0.6 days. I'm going to make Uranus rotate actually faster than Neptune. We're going to make it higher activity as well. Should be interesting. Should be very interesting. I actually replaced it to another template I had actually, which already had some good colours on it that I wanted to kind of roll with. So that's how updated Uranus there. Looking pretty good. Then as for the 5th giant, I'm thinking I may give this actually a revamp as well. I may make the bands all a lot brighter. I think it's a little too dark for my liking, so I'm going to just make them roughly keep the shades it had, but just make it brighter. So there you go. And the last colour as well. Kind of fade it. I'm going to double the band layers actually. Let's copy some of those colours over. Here we go. Gas giant making is still a bit of an exercise, but there we go. So let's just put some of those colours in. Put some of the lighter shades in the middle as well. Oh, there we go. Just give it a little more features, you know. There we are. It's the 5th giant. Yeah, a bit more going on now, isn't there? So there you go. Oh yes, okay. Ooh. What's that deeper band? Let's put that in. Yeah. Oh, that's the shade I wanted. So let's do that. Put that in there. In this colour. There you go. So a little more features going on at this planet as well. Some nicer colours going on in the north. Let's just fade those out a tad. So a bit of a different mix of ice giant colours in here as well. Could be quite interesting actually. The Uranus still has that sort of greener look to it. The other two are still more blue. Looking very, very nice. Okay. Actually, maybe I'll make this even more paler actually. Let's make it almost like a realistic ice giant. You know, the colours are very, very pale. So very, very light blues kind of mixing in there. That one's almost like the colour of Uranus now. Again, just tab them, mix them all there nicely. Maybe a little too light blue for my liking on that. And there you go. I think I'm going to stick roughly with something like this. Just that last band to think about. Yeah. Is that roughly like it? 5th giant, what do you think of the 5th giant? Oh, still not entirely convinced, I have to say. It's a nice mix of colours, I guess, but I mean, I don't know. It's just too boring. I don't know. I mean, I'm going for trying to go for a realistic looking ice giant here. So it's this band here that's been causing me a problem. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just make it a very, very sort of pale light blue in that case. There you go. Maybe that shade I'm going to plop around a bit more on the planet. A few different mixes in there. Yeah, okay. And pop this colour. Some of the whiter ones. There we are. So put that there. This one there. Aha! There we go. That's looking a little more like it. What's this colour? Is that one? Yeah! Yeah, I like that. There you go. So it's got a few features on it, but not as detailed as Neptune. This one's a bit more of the bland side, like Uranus. Neptune, Jupiter got the most detail. I mean, the Saturn has as well, actually. There you go. They look a bit similar, don't they? A few different changes in there. Maybe this one has like a mysterious sort of ring, a deep ring at the top to distinguish it, though. Look, there you go. Maybe we do it at the south as well. Just have a deeper rings of band colours there. A bit of a mix. Maybe one of the bands higher up could have a darker mix as well, just to differentiate it a bit. But there you go. Quite am tempted to do a bit more darker colours. Oh, I can't figure it out. I'm struggling to find what I like. There's so many options, but there you go. No, I'm going to stick with that. There you go. Alright, so that's the fifth giant customised. Next up, we've got the Planet X here. I mean, this is going to be a frozen giant rock of ice. That's definitely what I'm going with for this. So, or is it? You know what? I'm going to go, maybe it's an ocean of methane. It's pretty far away. We can throw some water on it, nitrogen. You know, kind of like a giant titan, this object in a way. There you go. Carbon dioxide, throw it all in there. Argon, yeah. This is like a giant, yeah, I'm making this a giant titan. So, atmosphere. Oh, yes. I know, so I want a blue with the red, don't I? Yeah. Could be cool. Titan, its two-tonal, is pretty awesome. That is way too much red. Something like that. And just fade it out so you can see a little down to the surface. But yeah, basically the big Titan is what we're going on for this. So I'm liking it. And I'll give it a bit of a sea level on it. But I'm guessing that may be liquid methane on it. A few patches of that on it. Nice. So underneath, looks like that. On top. There it is. Could change the ocean or the methane colour. Make it look more of a brownish coloured liquid. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Now, Planet 5, the world we never got to, over here. There it is. Nice. So, again, it's a super Earth. Well, is it? I mean, it's larger than Earth. I mean, yeah, it's bigger. Not sure if you'd class it as one, though, like I said in the last episode. I haven't had the chance to read any comments on the last episode because I'm filming this right afterwards, so I'm going in completely blind, but there we go. Argon, sulfur dioxide, you know what, yeah. Making it into a bit of a nastier world. They can't all be pretty. Some of them have to be a little more murky. Throw a bit of carbon dioxide in there as well. Ammonia, methane, kind of a greenhouse gas world, this one. Just so we can see underneath, it's a very thick world, isn't it? But there you go. Kind of keep it pale, I think. Put that to 0. We're gonna have a. Can we do it? Oh yes, no. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. So similar appearance to Venus on first glance, but it's very different. There you go. So that's Planet 5. So that roughly is everything customized. I'm not going to go to the dwarf planets. I think they're roughly their ice bodies like they're intended to be. So there's not much changes needed there. So we look at our labels now. This is roughly what our lineup is. So it's looking pretty darn good, I think. Pretty darn good. Neptune. You got the nice blue. The fifth giant. Make that trail a little lighter as well. There's definitely going to be interferences over here. What's that for? That's just a row. That's a random ice world. Planet X here. Again, it's in that similar region as Uranus. Could be scary. And for the inner, make Saturn a little more, just so we can distinguish Saturn a bit easier. The yellow. So Jupiter's still the dominant in this system, but Saturn is there. It is actually a larger planet. So there we go. There's Theia, Mars, Earth, Venus, Vulcan, and Mercury kind of slabbed in there as well. Let's see how this plays out. So we can now start to... Let's go. Let's do it again. Actually, one thing before we actually start to evolve the system, actually, I'm thinking... I'm going to have the Vulcan migrate forwards, so it kind of fits the hypothesis that it had. So I'm actually going to move Vulcan out of that inner region. And then Mercury and Venus, I'm actually going to move Mercury kind of after Venus, in between Venus and Earth. Kind of see how that plays out. Mars, I'm going to move slightly inwards. Then you've got Ceres kind of in its own little area there. And then the Theia is still the one that's kind of unpredictable with its early evolution. It's already evolved before I could kind of touch it. So you kind of got that sitting there. That could be pretty crazy. So Earth's actually a little further than it normally is. Mars, I think Mars actually needs to be a little closer actually. Maybe we can move Ceres in a bit. There you go. So I'm thinking something like that. That Vulcan being close to the sun. There you go. Venus, how are we doing here? Let's see, how cold? 25 degrees on Venus. Actually, one thing I didn't do was, I don't remember lowering the albedo. The albedo on Venus needs to be lower because it hasn't got its massive reflectiveness. So I'm going to lower that down. I think that makes more sense. Alright, now let's go in with a save, and that should hopefully be roughly where we are before we start the evolution process. So, looking pretty good. I think that's come out quite well. So, let's see how we do. And I'll see all the other planets are ready to go. The planet X and the Uranus out there. That's pretty terrifying. Oh my gosh. See if they have any merger. That'll be quite catastrophic. Oh god. So there we go. Play. One thing I'm going to do is lock the sun. We're going to double its luminosity to 0.84 suns already. So the young sun is growing up a bit. So there we go. Let's see how that does to the system. Vulcan, Venus. Venus is warming up. Okay, got Mercury in there. Cooling down a little bit because it's changed the position. Got Earth. 62 degrees at Earth. Why is Earth getting so hot? What's going on with Earth? 62 degrees? For what? A young Earth shouldn't be that hot. I mean, technically the young Earth was warmer than it could be now. I mean, a long time ago. I mean, I have to see how the Earth behaves itself. I'm not sure that's quite right. It's further from the sun than normal, is it? Oh, no, it isn't. No, that's rotational. Yeah, year-wise. I haven't changed the composition of Earth in any way. Or the size. I have no idea why it's warming up. Maybe it's got more water than normal. What's Earth doing? Doesn't make sense. It's further away than normal. A little more reflectiveness for Earth. I think that makes a little more sense. It shouldn't be so hot, if you ask me. Not sure why it's doing that. Well, Earth would cool down a bit. It shouldn't be totally there yet. I mean, it should not be as hot as Venus or Mercury. They're closer to the sun. I mean, that doesn't make sense. What's this greenhouse effect? Is its atmosphere being upset somehow? Oh, what's this all about? 200. Get that atmosphere down. That's just. What's Earth doing? It's got a mind of its own. I haven't even customized Earth other than changing the surface textures. Earth shouldn't be having all that. What is going on here? I just want one. Just one Earth. How hard can it be, Earth? There you go. It's getting cold again. Well, for now, technically, yes, it should be colder. But come on, the Earth is... What is the Earth doing? It's got a mind of its own. Look at this. Why is it losing its atmosphere all of a sudden? What's going on here? They're all fine, aren't they? Not changing. So where's the atmosphere going? Look at this. Earth is being a menace. Yeah, that's not quite right, sir. I don't believe that's quite right. I just want a 180m atmosphere. Is that hard to ask for? That's all I want. Just a nice 180m. That's Earth. All Earth needs. Just that. Let's see how it behaves itself now. There you go. Earth. Colder. Okay, fine. Right, there's Theia. What's going on here? Theia and Planet 5. Let's just go ahead and save that as well, just so we save that progress. Looking good. Alright. Let's let the system evolve a bit. Now, I'm guessing Theia is probably in the biggest problem here of ejection or being changed. The other planets, hopefully, will stay... we see how they do. Theia is the one that I think will have the problem with already in orbit like that. It could have an interaction with Planet 5. And if it goes anywhere near Jupiter, that could be quite the problem. So there you go. Let's speed up time a bit more. See some changes. That was Ceres it should change there. Yep, the blue one, Ceres. Keep an eye on that. There you go. Oh, what's that as well? That's Theia's orbit. Yep. Planet 5 orbit's getting a bit rough there, isn't it? Okay. Now Uranus and Planet X having a close interaction soon. Look, it's ooh. Oh yes. Now, one thing I am tempted to do, like the real system did, it is an alternate reality. Look at Ceres. Oh dear, Ceres. That's going to really hurt Ceres. But in reality, Neptune supposedly migrated outward and past Uranus. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm feeling it for this scenario as well. I want to go follow the... Remember, it's an alternate reality. Doesn't mean all things have to be different. Some things, but maybe not everything. I'm going to migrate Neptune outwards to its sort of current orbit. So I'm going to pull it out to its roughly 30 AU position. So where are we? Yep. Neptune migrates outwards, goes to its roughly 29 AU position there, and it's a big jump out. So that is now going to start upsetting the Kuiper Belt objects. And what I'm going to do as well is, there's no asteroid belt in this solar system because Ceres ate all the material, but I'm going to add the Kuiper Belt still. So let's go ahead and go to AU of Sun. So it's about 30 AU, isn't it? Going out to, say, about 55, I think that probably sounds pretty good. Right, that's the rough sort of gist of it, isn't it? So 55. Plot that around the sun, and there you go. So the Kuiper Belt is now in place, as that does remain in this system. So there you go. Turn it off. Can we see it any better? It is there. You can see the objects. Oh yeah, there's a better look. You can see them in the background. So the Kuiper Belt is there. So now Neptune's migrated outwards. Let's see. You know, it's going to start upsetting some of the bodies out here. So we'll see how that does. But Uranus has stayed the same. So is that going to destabilize? Now Neptune has moved out. Could that destabilize Uranus or fifth giant? Because now that's technically, I think, going by the early models, the Neptune migration did cause some problems. So let's see if that affects our system. Now, we're not travelling fast enough to really see the effects yet, so we need to spring this up a bit. We should start seeing some dwarf planet orbits get upset by the big Neptune presence out there. And those orbits are going to start getting tangled with. That Neptune is the largest thing out there by far. Would it capture Triton? I think it just had an interaction with Pluto. It did. I'm pretty sure that was Pluto. There it is. Keep an eye on Pluto as well. We will give it a purple trail. It's a nice light purple for Pluto. Just keep tabs on Pluto. One of the more major objects in the dwarf world. There's Mars. What's going on with Mars? Ceres. Mars. What's Mars? Not Mars. What's happened? We could lose Mars. Not Mars. No. The super Earth had so much potential. Oh, Mars. Oh, I feel so bad for Mars. What's happened to Mars? No. No, it's going to sling out. Oh, Mars. Oh, it's tragic. Oh, Mars, please survive. Can someone pick him up and just keep him going? Fifth giant, save him. Saturn, do anything. Oh, Mars. I don't know if it's going to hold on. Ceres as well. Theia, maybe Theia's going to survive and we're going to lose Mars. Oh, Mars. Oh, God. I don't like that. I feel like it's going to go. Can Saturn rescue it? Come on, Saturn. Bend its orbit a bit. Oh, Ceres is still getting bent around as well. Oh, the inner solar system is having some real problems over here. Oh, dear. Oh, no. I was hoping we'd see Mars hang on. Why is Mars getting ejected? I guess the Planet 5 and the Ceres, that extra pull on it, it's going to cause some real issues. Oh, look at the orbits. They are wobbling. Neptune is definitely going to cause some issues out there. I'm kind of hoping that Mars will just be picked up by Saturn and its orbit will kind of just survive. If Mars can just hang on in the outer solar system for all these years, maybe it can survive. Oh! Planet 5 is gone. We've lost Planet 5. It is out. Ejected. There's definitely been some kind of destabilization. How are we doing with the other inner planets? Earth. Cold. How's Venus doing? I think that's the one with the potential good conditions. Yeah, Venus is the place to be at the moment. Look, 23 degrees. There you go. How's Mercury doing as well? Also a world... 120 degrees at Mercury. What is going on there? The young Mercury's not in the... I think it's been slung... It has. Its orbit is now closer than Vulcan's. And originally Mercury is between Venus and Earth. So Mercury's orbit has been ruined. Yeah, again, a world that had potential, but it looks like, you know, as fate has it, Mercury will just doesn't want to do it. Oh dear. So again, for... Planet 5. We've lost Planet 5. It's gone. First ejection. There's a Kuiper Belt out there. Neptune. What is Neptune going to do? There you go. It's a bit too... let's make its trail colour a bit more. Can't see it as easy. There we go. Stand it out a bit more. Right, so Mars is... All my eyes are on Mars at the moment. The green trail. What's that? Something else has gone. We've lost Venus. Venus is out as well. Ejected as well. Man, it's not looking good for this system, is it? It's not gone well. The alternate reality is the inner solar system is having all the problems. those extra planets have just caused way more turmoil. Having those extra planets, and the more mass as well. Yes, even I think in reality, having Jupiter come in and kind of keep the inner solar system in check has kind of helped it in the long run. Because as soon as we have Jupiter have less mass and the inner planets have more mass, look at the extra chaos that has happened. I mean, it makes a difference. All those rocky planets with more mass than they normally have. So Mercury, Mars, Ceres, the planet 5, Theia, all these extra bodies and more mass. Look at the chaos it has caused compared to the normal solar system. You have your 4 inner planets in the normal system, but having those extras in here with more mass, look at the carnage it has caused. The outer solar system, on the other hand, so far, is holding up quite nicely, which is very surprising. There you go, okay. So Mars is still holding on here. Mars and Ceres, I don't think it's going to last. Jupiter, Saturn, 5th giant is going to pick one of them up at some point, or it's going to get ejected. You can see at the outer Neptunian objects, they're starting to change. Those outer dwarf worlds. Neptune's definitely has some carnage there. Okay, there you go. Now I'm thinking back here now to the sun. Let's go in with our next save point, as I'm going to try and take us roughly to the present day era for Earth standards anyway. I'm going to try and get it roughly to. So there you go. So luminosity of the sun. First of all, let's get it up to its normal 1 AU. So let's lock that quickly. So 1 AU is sun. The sun is now in its present day form. Roughly, what's its size? How large is it? The sun. 0.5. So it's only 0.5 sun. So we need to put that to 1 sun. So 1 sun, 1 mass of sun, 1 luminosity of sun. So the sun is now in its current present form. There you go. It's a little hotter than normal. That should cool down. So present day sun. So now Earth. What I need to do for you is give it its regular texture back. So Earth, continental drift. We're going to make Earth appear as it normally does. Turn the second map off. Earth's going to have a full restructure going on here. There you go. It doesn't need that anymore. It now has its map colour. The map is Earth. Where are we? Earth. There you go. Vegetation is inhabitable as always. So there you go. So it looks like Earth's coming out. And Earth needs to come out of its ice age at the moment. There you go. It's getting colder. Is that because of its orbit? Its orbit. Look, the Earth's orbit is the problem. There you go. So if we look underneath Earth, how's it looking? Ice and snow. And that's your Earth. Look at the water position. It's not looking very good, is it? Oh yes, look at that. Earth's a bit all over the place, isn't it? Look at that. Ooh. Or I can just do the smart thing and put the present day, yeah, that's probably smarter, isn't it? Just do that. So Earth has evolved into its present day form. There you go. No city lights, so we'll have to see how it adapts over time. There's no humans in this one. On and off. Okay, well, we're having city lights in that case then. Okay, there you go. So Earth, present day Earth, has now appeared. Should be interesting. Oh, the lighting's gone a bit weird. What's going on? Why is Earth like that? Not entirely sure. Oh, all the planets appearing like that. What's happened to our... Oh, have I messed with the goggle option or something? I'm guessing I probably have. Mercury's not looking good, is it? What's happened there? Right, so there we go. So there's Earth. Anyway, so I'll do a bit of customization to it, just so it's a little different from the Earth as we know. So, for instance, a brighter atmosphere, clouds, thick and stormy Earth. There you go. As there is more carnage in this system. And turn that off. There you go. So Earth is, it's similar but different. Have to see how that Earth evolves over time. So there you go. There you go. So Earth has now become its regular version that it always has. The orbit is the same, no. All I've done is change the texture back basically in that action. So there you go. So there is Earth. We'll have to see how if humanity are even there, whatever civilization that is, if they can survive. Because the Earth's orbit has got some major seasons. Look, we're going further away and now we're going closer to the sun here. Going past the orbit of Mercury there. Slings in. Increases temperature. Goes up to 12. So the seasons on Earth are not very good, but they do work. Look, the temperature, the average does work. Very interesting. How's Mercury doing? So 200 degrees here. What is going on here? It's an overflow of water. Oh dear. Mercury. Oh no. Mercury, a world that had potential a long time ago, but it just doesn't want to really work? Is that's all atmosphere that's hiding that? It is. Yeah, it's all atmosphere. Oh. Well, that's all ocean underneath, I should say. All the blue there. Very, very interesting stuff. Okay. Okay, everyone. I fixed the lighting now, so we've got the lighting back pointed to the star. I'm still not sure why that does that. I have to say, if anyone knows, please let me know, because it'd be very, very useful. There's Vulcan again. Hot world. Not much going on at Vulcan. That's kind of settled into its close orbit now. Earth, for now, is doing okay. So let's just keep an eye on that. I can't believe we lost Venus as well. We lost Venus. That's a big loss. Theia surprisingly has survived for the time being. Is hanging on in there, but the inner system still has some problems. That still crosses in front of the Earth there. That is a potential hazard. There's Ceres. Theia and Ceres could be through interaction as well. Mars is the real problem here that could cause everyone issues, because that mass of Mars, more mass than any of the other inner planets, that could really sling some of the inner planets' orbits around when it comes in and out. Mars is a real death machine in a way here. Look at it. Oh my god. But Mars, can it ever be captured by Saturn? Maybe it's going to sling by. Look. Oh. Its orbit is tilted out. Look. You can see on the orbital plane. Not looking good for Mars. Right, now we need to have some rapid evolution time before we finish up today. So let's go and do it. We're going to lose Mars or Ceres. There's no way they survive. You still got Planet X and Uranus. What was that? We've lost something. We've lost Vulcan. Vulcan's been slung out. Okay. Interesting. Too close to the sun. Too much other stuff pulling on it. Slung it out. Interesting. Was not expecting that. But again, we are running the simulation faster. So the faster you run the sim, sometimes things can get a little more crazy. But you kind of have to. Otherwise you won't get any results. So there you go. What's that? Is that an outer dwarf planet gone? That's Theia. We've lost Theia. Theia is gone as well. So the inner solar system really has the problems in this one. It is the outer solar system that stayed more stable. I guess the less Jupiter and Saturn mass has kind of helped the gas giants kind of stay where they are. But poor old Mars. Look at Mars. That was a catastrophe. Look at its orbit. It's in a really slanted orbit though. Look at that. And Ceres, maybe Ceres and Mars are okay for the time being now in those weird orbits. Just being able to hang on in there. What's that? Look at Pluto's orbit. Pluto's been bent a bit. Look, its orbit's getting closer to Uranus now. That's a bit bizarre, isn't it? Okay. Definitely a weird scenario, this one. Having more rocky planet mass and less gas giant mass. That really is weird how this has panned out to our own, or the regular solar system. This alternate reality really has been it's been a marathon so far. It's bizarre. It's very bizarre results. I was not expecting these kind of results. Is that Earth that's just been ejected? I think it has. We've lost Earth. Ejected. The inner solar systems have nothing left. What's going on? Mercury's the only thing left. Oh my god, the inner system has been... Those extra planets have destroyed the inner solar system. It just doesn't work. The system model doesn't work with that many inner planets. It just destroys it all. Mercury's the last rocky. So all the potential habitable worlds have been slung out. Or they got bad orbits. So there's Mercury. The only world left, 204 degrees. And Mercury ends up roughly where it does in the present day. I mean, look, that orbit, 8 months, what's that in days? Okay, it's more of a Venus distance, but its actual orbit shape looks like it does in the present, a bit more in the present day. There's kind of like a Mercury orbit in a Venus distance. It's kind of what this is. Oh, wowee, Mercury. This is a very strange turn of events for there. Still retains its water somehow. Even though its average is quite high. Interesting. But we're on Mercury, man. What's happened to Jupiter and Saturn as well? I've only just noticed that. They've had a bit of a twist. So now we've started to run the sim more. The gas giants have finally started to change a bit. This could really cause problems now. Jupiter and Saturn both merging together in orbits like that. That is going to be... This is carnage. But on that bombshell, everybody, we're going to leave it there. And you're going to have to wait for the next episode. We're currently in this scenario. This alternate reality system has been a carnage. Absolute carnage. And the planet X and Uranus are still shitting, aren't they? Their orbits are pretty nice. Fifth giant, Neptune, they're all sitting okay. It's Saturn inwards that's where the carnage is. Very, very strange turn of events. But yeah, what do you think of that down below in the comments, everybody? Let me know what you think. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button as well. Subscribe for more. Help us in the journey to 50,000 subscribers. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed it. I think this has turned out to be a very, very interesting series so far. So, what do you think? Let me know. But yeah, like I said, that all said and done, everybody. Make sure you have a great day. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.